Then we'll jump into the canoe with him and go to the base camp. Then from there we can like do whatever we want. We'll hike our way out
in May.
Yeah,
May.
It's great.
Mosquitoes, dude.
No, they're
May.
no, dude. May. In May, there's still gonna be ice on half the lakes.
What up, Posse? What up, Posse?
Hi.
Hi, Brandon.
How's it going?
Hi.
This is Brandon.
Ben.
I'm Ben. Mark.
Chad.
Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Oh, God.
Whoa.
Way to go, Andy.
Good job, Andy.
Andy.
Hiding behind the Hydra.
Hiding behind the Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra, Andy.
We in Captain Marvel-esque sort of way, and looking forward to the new Avengers movie. We decided to go very Marvel
and a Tumblr.
Yeah,
and very Los Campeones represent, yo. I'm representing Amy's Arsenal.
Amy.
Who's that?
Represent.
Amy is one of my amazing trainers at Los Campeones.
You know
Gym.
us. We're the
Minnesota Toy Posse.
Yep.
Oh, God,
thermal long underwear.
So blatant.
We're so fashionable.
Why do you just have to blatantly promote your underwear?
This is a family-friendly show.
I will say there's some underwear that I specifically like that I go out of my way to get. It's from H&M. It's the best underwear you can possibly get. It's not
Underoos?
They're not underoos. If I could find it, I tried to find some adult-sized underoos at one point. I couldn't find it.
There is. There
are.
They're out there.
When did they come out? I haven't looked for a couple.
You have to check the right fetish websites.
Okay, sure.
Chad.
Wait. Are they new or used?
The right website other than a fetish.
It depends.
They're out there because I've gotten them.
I see what you did there.
So what do you got there for us, Brandon? Let's start with the pops.
All right. These are yours. So.
Yes, they are, and I just want to get them out of the way.
We got the box lunch. For a while, this was like a sought-after pop.
It was.
But now they just got restocked.
And that's the thing with pops. If you get them, you probably want to sell them right away, right?
That was the first time I'd ever gone into
pretty much.
box
like
lunch.
You buy doubles, you keep one for your collection, and then when you trade or sell or whatever. Yeah. But then sometimes it's like it restocks and then it sells out again, or it doesn't restock for a while. Like,
so what was the highest you had seen that go?
I don't know, like 25.
What is it?
Maybe?
What is it now?
I don't know, probably retail.
Oh,
Because, I mean, I don't know.
10,
maybe,
20,
15.
12, 15, 25.
Thanks for breaking my heart again,
Sorry.
buddy.
So that was...
You got the whole set, which is nice.
Almost. You know, Gamora and Drax.
No, there's nowhere near that. Then actually
Instead of buying this, you could have just gotten this from me because I was just...
Giving it to you.
Yeah.
Because you take things out of the box, Brandon. I don't.
No, that's in the box already. I keep the boxes, you
But
jabroni.
this has never been out of the box.
It was out of the box when the person made it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Very good.
God made that.
Oh my God, that was
There is
Rocket
no
Raccoon.
person that has ever touched.
one
That's in
made
mint
that.
condition.
And then we got the Angry Groot Walmart.
I hate it when he's right.
That one
Angry
was
Baby Groot.
This one might because
I had to get that.
because Walmart sucks at distribution. You know.
Yeah, but I had to get that.
Distribution problems.
Whoa.
Okay. if you listen to a certain podcast, you'll get it. Anyway, and there's regular Happy Baby Groot.
Happy Baby Groot.
Isn't
Everybody
there-
loves
Happy
Groot.
Baby Groot.
So let me ask you something. I'm seeing the numbers on these. How many are there out there total?
I
You
don't
have
know,
any
like
idea?
Thousands.
Thousands?
And if you don't count like their little like the minis and the keychains and like
Wow,
that,
there's
like
really
tens
that
of
many of
thousands. Yeah. There's
Oh yeah, Andy,
There are collectors
grab that
with
keychain on the very, very top.
900 pops.
Very, very top of the.
That's
Multiple
exposed
collectors.
crazy.
Hulk.
I don't think I could come up with like 900 things, like a list of things. It was like, peanut butter
Right next to
toast
the
and
box.
a
Yep.
Ferrari and like, an apple. Like I don't think I could come up with 900
See?
things to even make anything out of.
like mini Avengers Hulk.
See, and then there's all the, like you said, the minis, the racers. Funko just like really started taking over.
They like
Huge
injected
market.
steroids into Beanie Babies.
They did.
Well,
Which I
this
collect.
is a Beanie Baby for a different generation. Let's just be
But I collected
specific. It's
Beanie Babies and I collected.
and it's also susceptible to the same disease as Beanie Babies as being oversaturated.
Yeah, but the bubble hasn't popped yet.
No pun intended.
It's
getting there. Yeah,
It's
no pun
getting
intended.
there.
It's getting there, and I'll be very honest. I'm only going back and collecting pops that I want.
I think
I'm
there'll
not
be
collecting-
hardcore collectors though.
Well, like the Prince pops that just came out. We were all trying to
Psyched
find
about
those.
that,
And
I didn't want to
saw
drop
that.
to Burnsville to get to get it. So
There's gonna be certain pops out there that I'm going to want to collect because I already have a collection of pops, so that's fine. But some of these things, like, I'll never make the mistake of going after a Star-Lord again because I went out to box lunch. That was the first time I'd ever been there, and I was really impressed. And
I still have never been.
the way that they set that up at box lunch, all of these pops. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I have actually.
You got kids, that's why.
It's a
He's
great.
got
I got
great
kids.
He's
Yeah.
got kids.
It's a magical place.
It is.
My God, he's
it's,
got kids.
It's evil, and the way it's designed is that it's designed like a horseshoe, so you have to kind of go around, and there's little spots of pops all the way around. You got to make sure you got to go everywhere, or you might miss a pop.
They do.
Well, it's like Candyland. There's different themes as you walk through.
Yeah. Like, here's the Walking Dead stuff. Oh, here's the Walking Dead pops. Yeah. So I mean,
And buy a pair of socks to go with your pop.
pops. Yes. Oh.
Now, are they Go Calendars is kind of the same thing, or
No, Hot Topic owns Box Lunch, so they're the same.
so
Go
they're-
Calendar is just for
Pop-up
middle-aged
shops.
moms and
Yeah.
grandmas.
They generally.
It's like,
pop
I
up.
got you a kitten poster
But if
for
you go to
your
Go
birthday.
Calendars, there's like tons of figures in there.
Yeah, now they are because they're like, oh, we need to attract
There's
people
like
to
a
come in.
market.
People don't just want to buy a calendar because we have a phone.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Well,
You heard
some
it
of
here
us.
first. This
Everybody's got
podcast says
phones.
that the art of the calendar is dead.
And everyone's got phones.
I buy a Doberman calendar every year, Brandon.
Do you use it though? Do
Yes,
you
I
write
do.
on it?
It's in the other room.
I'm sure.
You
it
look.
does.
You go over there, and
All right.
you,
Well, I'll ask a younger person.
Brandon,
here.
you totally go over there and you fire truck it the whole time.
got.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, you do.
Brandon,
Look at-
Brandon came over, fire trucked it.
By a fire truck, we mean anything
Andy
that's
came
soft
through,
and
we drank
furry.
some
He likes to just sit there.
He's like
and,
keeping track in his
That
calendar.
sounds inappropriate.
it's his meditation. It's actually not inappropriate at all. It just looks that way.
Fire
Yeah,
truck.
right.
So, anyways,
So
I'm
we
sorry.
got this is the,
So
the
that's the
line
newest
everybody's
one,
been wanting.
Right, and I found that at Walgreens for $13.99 because they're doing a sale till the end of the month.
Every single like Mystique.
All the
which we'll get to.
legends at Walgreens are on sale for
The
$13.99.
Black Cat and this
till the
build a
end of
figure
March.
this year is
It-
or this generation is the
Cool.
Kingpin.
People are calling
Cool.
that like the goat.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
And-
cool.
And the
Figures.
symbiote Spider-Man's a lot better than the other one that they had.
Yes, and like that Red Goblin, people are really
That is a,
Oh, yeah,
that is
yeah.
a
I
really
really wanna
good
get that
move
Red
because
Goblin.
you
Well, with the
cannot go
comic
wrong
book,
with
yes.
that group. That's a really good
the
move.
Puma and Silver Sable. I mean, this whole line's pretty solid too, as far as the figures go.
So this is another Walgreens find that everyone's after is Mystique.
Like it seems like everybody that needed
So
her,
look at
there
that.
was
They
there
have
was
the Rogue-
enough to get her.
They have like her impersonating Rogue.
And then Lalandra, which
Yeah.
is right here. I have the old her old figure. So that her head is
Yeah, she's one of these lone ones that doesn't have, build a figure, just has an explanation of her character.
and like the Walgreens exclusives are normally pretty easy for us to find here
Yeah,
in
Space
Minnesota,
Ninja
but like other
Deathbird.
freaking states, man, these guys cannot
Look
find
at this.
them.
I used to have this Wolverine.
That's
I had that
I love that one. I
Look
love
at this.
I love the effects.
And
on
Look at
the
this.
artwork.
The Spider-Man, like
Yeah.
And
six
see, this
eyes
is
man.
all gonna tie in. What I mean, the only reason they're putting that
Oh,
Lalandra
Hydra.
head in with that Mystique
Yeah.
is somehow it's gonna be in the X-Men movie.
Hydra
You think
Man
so?
though is going to
They're
be
going into space too.
into
Marvel.
the next Spider-Man movie.
Disney's
Hydra Man's
going
going to be
into
one of the villains.
space.
Well,
Chances
they'll
are we're going to see an
coincide.
X-Men versus Avengers movie. Somehow there's going to be like a cataclysmic event, and you're going to see
Well, the Kree and the Skrull intersect
see
the
the
Fantastic
X-Men
Four and the X-Men.
versus the Avengers.
Yeah.
You really think that we're going to see that?
Yes.
Well, with Dark Phoenix,
You know how much money is to
I
be
mean-
made off that crossover?
That's not going to happen.
It's going to happen.
They are going
Not
to
right away.
They're going to
Yeah,
explore Secret Wars before they do that.
no. What about the Skrull invasion? Then Secret
Absolutely.
invasion.
Right.
No, I don't think that I like your theory, and I noticed that. And the funny thing is that you and I were talking off
What
camera.
about the Skrull invasion here?
You guys were got it's happening, people. But you and I were talking off camera about how when we went and saw Captain Marvel and they were showing the Skrulls, and we were both like, yeah, well, the way that they're kind of playing them, they're playing the
Not
Skrulls.
that nice.
Yeah.
They're not that nice, and I was like, I still don't trust you.
One of the
Because you're Skrulls.
One of the fan theories is that the main Skrull's daughter was the queen of the Skrulls, and she leads the Skrull invasion against Earth.
Can I
Brother
do
Clint's
a
daughter.
little bit of a spoiler from when I went and saw the movie?
Okay.
Did you see it? You saw it.
Yeah.
Okay. In the scene where they're both where she's actually trying to go back in her memories for some reason I won't tell why, so I won't give away everything. You see for a second she turns and looks at her best friend, Monica, I believe.
That's
Rambo or whatever.
Monica's her daughter. Yeah,
Daughter, her mom, and she turns blue for a minute.
Well,
Yeah, like maybe she's a Cree.
Her best friend's a Cree.
Like I think that go back and look at her. Maybe somebody will post it.
I
or
would
show
have
it.
to see it again.
Yeah, I
know
saw it.
Her daughter is the
I saw
Captain
it.
Marvel
You saw
I
it.
in
saw
the
it,
comics.
It was real.
oh,
wanna-
okay.
can you
Miss
just-
Marvel, you mean?
and I saw
No, Captain
Bigfoot
Marvel.
today too.
Oh,
There was a Captain Marvel before the Miss Marvel. You know, you're thinking of the East Indian
Yeah.
gal. I forget her name right now, but Monica Rambeau, the lady's daughter,
Yeah.
is the next
The
Captain.
next-
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting because it coincides with the '90s. So if they wanted to do it modern
yeah,
day,
they were
could
saying
bring
that. That was one of the theories.
10
Now they
years
put her in
from now, she'd
Endgame as an
be-
adult.
An adult.
Yeah.
So
I just
She
want
could-
you
she
to
could come
hold
out
this
of
up to the
nowhere.
camera. These words at the bottom. I just want to say I don't think there's a single word down there I don't like.
fold out ninja wings.
Space Ninja Deathbird with fold out ninja wings. Is there a word outside of maybe with that you don't like in that?
Brandon, what year did
description?
that come out?
Ninjas and wings.
Fold out.
96.
Nice. It was
Space
a
Ninja.
'90s toy. That's
Yeah.
why. Super fantastic death kill grip. Yes.
That's not nearly as
And
good
then-
as Space Ninja Deathbird with fold
No,
out
you're
ninja wings.
you're right. I
So this
threw
was
that off the top of my head, and I apologize. 'cause-
Captain Marvel
it's
when
okay.
she was in the Star Force.
And that's like a Target exclusive. You can only get that at
And
Target.
people were
the
clamoring for this.
heads.
And then the binary is the Walmart one where she's gonna have like arms with like the flame blast and her head's on fire.
So how does that work? They're like different toys that they only put out for different distributors, different
Yes,
companies,
they'll,
and
they'll
then like
pay the money to get the exclusives
It
for
just-
that character.
it seems crazy that they're able to do that between competitors. You know, I think in like a lot of industries, you'd say
It
like,
seems
okay, well
it
we're only
brings
going to
in
sell
the
it to one
business.
place.
You know, like Walgreens does it because I feel like they really want to get a niche into the toy game, and like they know that brings collectors into the store.
Mm-hmm.
And chances are you go to the store and maybe you don't find what you want, but you're gonna buy a candy bar,
Sure.
Yeah.
or you're gonna buy a pop. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you're gonna buy something.
None of us do that.
Never did that.
No.
So.
This is 1996. There is no World Wide Web address on the back for any promotion whatsoever.
Hand me that backpack.
No, you hand me that.
No, because it had the cutout proof of purchase that you mail in and you probably get something.
Yeah, but still, even in '96, there was a little bit of internet. But that was the fringe. That was the fringe year.
Yeah, it was
But I think that's interesting that you look at stuff like that. And
Ma, get off the phone. I'm trying to download something.
And that's what was funny. In
You've
Captain
got
Marvel,
mail.
because they were joking on the internet from the '90s how bad it was.
Yeah. She went to an internet cafe. Like, come on. Oh, yes. The scroll, the giant scroll.
Skrull Queen.
Do you have Super Scroll? Look at this.
Uh,
Look at this head. This is how they need to look. They're not some innocent victim. Look at the chin, though. Remind you of anybody? Huh?
Thanos.
Yeah.
Brandon,
Tahanos.
be a dear and give me those pops, please.
Yes, dear.
Thank you.
So, this is just some of my scrolls. I mean, I basically brought a few. I didn't bring all.
Yo,
of them.
these are... So this was a famous cover from Secret Invasions where they were like, Elektra is really a male Skrull.
You can just toss them up there.
Well, no, she was the queen.
Mm.
That's what I was talking about. The Skrull's
Well, it
daughter.
looks like they
was the
put like
queen.
the top half of Hulk's face under a Skrull chin. And
Well,
was
yeah,
like, "Here you go."
because no matter if they're men or women,
Okay.
they're
What
still
about the Green
Skrull-
Goblin?
They're still Skrulls.
Yeah, true.
You know.
Look at these though, Super Skrull with the thing and the thing arm
And,
and,
like,
it's on fire like Johnny Storm.
One of those is
And look at that.
different.
Yeah, look, it's
One's
like
like
a gray.
a later release. No, I mean the actual
that-
figure. One's a later
Oh.
release. If you look, you can see the different color paint on their costumes.
Oh yeah.
Even
like, so
the
this-
arms. Look at
That one on your left hand is a later release, but I mean these
Oh, okay.
Skrulls are not cheap. They're
look at the face.
Look at Ben is just like, whoa.
Sorry, the scroll.
That is pretty cool. Well, you said they're not cheap. How much do these run?
I'd say at least $40 if you wanted to buy one loose.
Yeah.
But if you bought one,
pretty
mint,
I want to buy a Super
if
Skrull.
you bought one mint on card, it'd probably be 75 to 100.
Jeez.
Look at this guy.
Well, and then You were talking about the secret invasion, or was it Brandon that said that?
Brandon was. There's a theory.
So here's Ronan
Good special
as
effects.
a Skrull, because in the 2-pack with Elektra, they put a Ronan in.
Wait, he looks like the toy. Remember Super
and
Friends?
Ronan's
the toy man?
gonna be big in Endgame because that's Hawkeye.
Yeah, they keep.
And this is like a Marvel Select, so I mean, this was like it came with a.
So
He looks like a character in Mortal Kombat.
explain this a little bit more.
So Ronan, that's a Skrull Ronan figure that came in a Marvel Legends 2-pack with this figure, which is the queen of the Skrulls. I forget her name. I probably couldn't pronounce it properly anyway. I don't want to murder it. But
Chelsea.
yeah, it's Chelsea. Is it Chelsea?
Dawn.
Is that Sia?
Chelsea or Chelsea? I
Like
don't know. I don't know why
Sia?
that. I don't know why that A's on the back of the.
Is
of
it
the
Joe-
name.
I'm going
I don't
with
Jake
Jake Wellen.
But like, what's even great?
You
is,
done
like,
messed up the
these,
Aaron.
Okay, there, AA Ron.
They made like a freaking
Yeah, look at
giant
this.
man Skrull. It's like, how cool is that?
It's like cool they can imprint
That
that
is
power
cool.
too. He's like, oh, guess what? I'm really a Skrull.
Yeah,
Step
and
on
I'm
you.
giant.
There's so much influence in that
Look at
face.
that. Ah.
And like,
See, that's not a. Don't sympathize with the Skrulls at the end of Captain Marvel.
don't be a
Yeah.
Skrull sympathizer.
Yeah. Yeah, we're anti-Skrull in this
We're
podcast.
kind of
so-
anti-Skrull here.
Well,
I don't know how
we have
I
been.
don't like the way you guys are talking.
No,
This is
no,
just,
we-
sounds really
The
negative.
fluoride in the water
You know
turned
what?
the frogs gay.
I'm gonna come right out and I'm gonna say that I was raised anti-Skrull. You were raised anti-Skrull. You were raised anti-Skrull.
Said Mark Hall. Mark Hall is.
You were Baptist. No,
He was Southern with the snakes. He's like, hey,
Jesus.
my
But-
preaching hand.
but getting back to this is that we, like you said, we grew up in the comic books reading the Skrull. There wasn't a lot of cartoons out there in the 90s and early 2000s that had any Skrulls in them whatsoever.
No.
So they've always been kind of geared towards mostly Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Their first
Can
appearance
I
was
ask you this? 'Cause
Fantastic Four #2.
I don't understand
And that's
how 20th Century Fox has the rights to Fantastic Four, but not the Skrulls.
Well, no, now they.
No,
They bought 'em out.
before.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It was weird. They
That
had
doesn't make
and then
any
like, there's this
sense.
little like in the Venn diagram. There's a little outlier that had like Venom and some other things that, or not Venom, but some other random characters like J. Jonah Jameson and
Yes,
stuff like
it
that.
was like
It's
some
yeah.
obsolete characters.
But yet in
where
the
you'd be
Spider-Man,
Namor.
Namor is going to be huge.
Universal kept
Namor.
a couple things because they have the '90s cartoons.
But
Okay.
the
And
Doctor
they-
Strange
But they're carrying them down, I
director
think.
just kind of he put up a tweet and took it down right away about
Namor
that
being in the
Namor
next
being in the
movie.
next Doctor Strange.
Well, Disney was
so we
probably
could
like,
get an actual
"Ha-ha!
Defenders
No.
movie.
"Get you!" Ha!
That would
We all saw the South Park episode.
Silver Surfer,
Yes.
Namor, the Hulk, and Doctor Strange. That's
okay.
what I
If
wanna
you're
see.
gonna go that
Tales is so
route,
astonishing.
I'm gonna go
Big
real.
Thor in there,
I'm gonna
too.
go real. I'm gonna go fire on you guys. And if you're gonna go that route, then that means you're gonna go Galactus, and
Well,
you're
duh.
going. And you're,
I just like,
and you're gonna go with Binary as his herald.
No,
Yes.
Silver
Oh.
Surfer is gonna show up at the end of the Avengers
That's
movie.
gonna
and
gonna
save Tony Stark.
No.
the Earth's gonna get eaten.
No. Where are we at?
But also,
18 and a half.
Good.
all right, real
Go.
quick though. So
These
tying
things are
into
cool.
the event, the Endgame theory with all the weird suits they had on, with the quantum realm. So look, there's
Oh.
giant Ant-Man when he became Giant Man. There's Wasp. There's Ant-Man riding an ant.
So they really made
Look at
that
that.
as if it's a
That's gonna
little.
be-
It's like a little bug collector for kids to catch.
And this little thing to go
You
into
notice
the
that?
subatomic quantum realm.
That's
Oh, shit.
interesting.
And
That
what's
would make me buy that. I wanna
about
buy that.
Is because I'm a
Go
huge
buy it.
Ant-Man,
I don't need
Giant
it.
Man collector.
Yeah.
It's
But you're going to
70
buy it anyway.
These
It's
are just gonna go
$7.99.
in
I
with
don't know
my
the place to
stuff.
put it.
Yeah.
That was very cool.
And what's the ghost from the character? This movie's been out long enough. It's like if you haven't seen the original Avengers movie, then too bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Or like Ant-Man and Wasp is on video. If it's on Redbox
It's
and
not
on
really
demand,
a
then spoiler.
And we don't care. We'll spoil stuff. We've done that before.
So as I was having fun interrupting you guys with Andy, I was saying that this kind of looks like the little bug collectors that you would catch as a
Yeah.
kid. You go collect kids, but this is really cute. And what company was able
It's
to?
Disney.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, on the front. Look on the front, on the side.
Did you notice
But
the
$7.99.
colors
Where
of
did-
the stands?
For $7.99, where did you get this?
Oh, it says.
For
Disney
$7.99.
store. The Disney store.
So it was just on clearance for $7.99.
Yeah, they'll do clearance like do twice a year, and then even that, I mean, if you do it during twice a year, that's like $4.
Yeah, my once again, Mark Hall bought that
Mark
for me.
Hall, what
Mark
up?
Hall's like my hunter, like Craven the Hunter out there scoring me deals while I'm working all the time.
You're working a lot more. You're
Yeah,
scheduling.
working a lot
But
more.
also, hey, Game of Thrones spoiler: the series ends
Winter's
with
gonna be over.
it being a real, just a D&D campaign. It's gonna pan out, just a bunch of nerds. Like, well, then the dragons win.
Jumanji.
Never seen an episode.
I've seen the first episode, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
I've never
Sean
seen an
Bean's in it.
episode.
He's probably gonna die.
It's
'Cause
really
he
good.
dies in everything.
It's good. The books are amazing too.
It's a really good show. You guys are missing out.
Speaking of, before we wrap this up, we got two D&D people over here that I think that we need to maybe start talking about doing a podcast exclusively just on or webcast on D&D. You know, that really hurts her when you slam her many faces down.
I told her I wanted pizza for dinner.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say this really quick. This still creeps me out as an old school collector. Giving person more than one head really kind of freaks me out, like Maskatron. I don't know.
Then you just put the other head in a bag, and
Okay.
you're like, oh.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, I
because
think
that's
And
healthy
we
to
just
do.
walk around with heads and bags.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why not?
that's great.
it's a great add-on feature. I mean, because then you can have 3 of this figure, and they're all different because they have different heads.
It's just weird to me.
And it's nice because these heads could go on that body if you wanted. A
Oh,
lot of
Or
people
on the
are-
Mystique head, you know?
A lot of people are
Mystique
kit
body.
bat. You see that more and more. We don't got a lot of time, but
Now
like
we're
you
talking about some real fantasies here.
people do like kit bashing.
So okay, you can. I guess I apologize. I am being a purist. I shouldn't be that way. I should say that this is more of a progressive toy that is more modular than what I'm used to. Anyways, going into D&D, I think we should really consider, especially with a table this size,
Yeah.
and with you guys both being into D&D, if I can get really quick, like Ben's background of your experiences and how long you've been in D&D in like 30 seconds, and then let's see if we can get something going the next time.
yeah. I played a ton when I was a kid, and I just kind of stopped playing when I learned how to talk to girls and stuff. But then this spring, summer, I picked it back up with some guys, a group of guys, and we played really regularly, like once every week or two for a little while there. I mean, around the holidays it slowed down a little bit, but
Yeah.
we just really started playing again, like, I don't know, 9 months ago or something like that. But just been super into it. I feel like being a little bit older, it's
Yeah.
I can really take advantage of like how awesome, D&D
You'd be surprised.
can
I got
be.
people at my work at my gym that are big dudes that are like, dude, you're gonna think about getting a D&D game together for
No,
real?
that doesn't surprise me at
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
And it's coming back too. And you?
I played very first time, late 90s, second edition, and then
Yeah, I was into the second edition, too. That was
3.5.
great.
I did all through high school, and then I stopped during college. Picked it up maybe 3 or 4 years ago and started playing again.
Cool. Okay.
5th edition.
Now, both just give me a number. How many people do you enjoy playing with at one time? Like a good number.
DM plus 3 people.
DM plus a 4.
Yeah.
You?
I go 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Okay.
Just
I've
'cause
been
you
in
wanna
part
be
of big groups, but
Yeah, you just want to consistently be able to get people together.
How many years of experience would you say you have?
Like total?
Yeah.
I don't know, 4, 5, something like that.
Comfortably. And you, Brandon?
like 7 or 8.
Okay. Do you guys have a DM in mind?
I don't know.
I don't know. I thought you were talking about
I
doing
mean, I
that.
can do it if we. I'll just do it through a module. I just print out some stuff. I can't do it like where I can write my own story. Some
Well,
people
you're
can.
gonna
I have
do
friends that can.
Mhm.
But I have one of the campaign books. We can
Okay.
just run through
Would
that.
this table be good enough for us to play on? If I got
Yeah, so
some-
we kind of have to move it out and have people on all
Okay,
sides.
cool. Yeah, we can rearrange it and stuff.
So
You
yeah.
like
Now-
the
So also
you-
comment too. Comment under this video if you want to see that,
I'm not-
and if
I'm
you
not-
like D&D.
I'm not done talking.
Well, it
No.
was important.
If you become a DM, and I think you'd make a great dungeon master, if I get you an outfit from the 1982,
Yes, if you get me that, then I will. Give me a bald cap too.
You
so I
would
can have,
wear
like,
that?
hair. Hell yeah!
if you do,
I love that D&D cartoon. That was the
If
best.
you
That
wear
cartoon
that,
was awesome.
It
we,
was.
we will all play. With
All right, a friend of mine has the old toy that goes for like a couple $100 out of the box.
The dragons are really
The
hard to find.
The
Venture.
Dungeon Master.
Yeah,
and
Venture.
he's
Avenger
like,
was the one that was cool.
and another friend of mine did through like a friend of a friend. He Gary Con, he ran the '80s cartoon like a campaign, and he had all the pieces painted.
Oh, wow.
Which the 80s
Fun.
cartoon you can watch free on YouTube.
Yes, and
All
if
of
you
them. All
Yep.
of them. Yep. So, yeah,
is-
cool.
Don't be a chump.
Is YouTube free?
Yeah.
At
You
the
don't have to do
library.
YouTube Red, huh?
At the library.
At the library. We're not. Our demographic is a bunch of homeless people.
Everything's free at the library.
geez.
All right, people, we are out of here.
All right,
we are
peace
just
out.
a few days away from. Well, we're a few weeks away from
The next spot.
Avengers. No,
And the
I'm
next
just really
swap.
excited. Oh, when's the next swap?
April
April
7th.
7th.
Which one is it?
The Knights of Columbus.
No, is it April 7th or April 10th?
Oh, April 7th.
April 7th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did I
Yeah,
hear
is
that
that the
right?
think
Bloomington
April
Event
7th.
Center, right?
April 7th.
Is that the Bloomington Event Center?
Yeah, that's the Bloomington Knights of Columbus.
Okay.
Bloomington Event Center.
That's a big one. How many tables?
70 tables.
Wow.
Ben, you want to go?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Maybe I'll go
Guys
check that
gotta
out.
go.
That'd be kind of
And
cool
we
if
need
we.
to bring the GoPro, and
Yeah,
I
we'll
have
bring-
the attachments.
It'll
We'll
be
bring
awesome.
the GoPro.
It's
Hey,
gonna
I'm
be
just going to
awesome.
say this also: is Brandon went to a Dungeons and Dragons convention in Wisconsin and did not bring a GoPro.
Yes, next time
And
I will.
With that, we're going
Next
to
time I will.
cut out of this and beat the hell out of him.
Peace out.
All right.
Peace.